George watched him. Peter Wingard had been more than a friend. He had been a door. He had taught George the religious architecture of European harmony, had lent him precious foxed volumes of Handel and Elgar, and had spoken to him, first and foremost, as a fellow musician. Their friendship had survived years of inherent imbalance in the colony where such friendships are examined, whispered about, and often condemned by both sides. In this room, that history hung between them, not as barrier, but as fragile, hard-won bridge. You should make a song, Peter said. The statement simple, direct, and terrifying. No, the refusal was immediate, a reflex of self-preservation. There are better composers. Polycarp Kakosa, for one. His work is monumental. Peter scoffed, a short, sharp exhale. Polycarp is a genius, with an organ, yes, but his idea of an anthem is longer than a Catholic funeral mass. And it requires a full brass section and a choir of angels. If you haven't heard by now that they have found a song, it means they still haven't. And George, he locked eyes with his friend. Things happen for a reason. Sometimes the void exists, so the right person will feel compelled to fill it. I'm not ready, George murmured. The dismissal, the admission, leaving him exposed, which is exactly why you should do it, Peter countered, his voice softening. The ready ones would have already written a marching tune for politicians. The right one is terrified because he understands what it truly means. I have a choir to prepare at Budo, 40 students waiting for me. I can't abandon them for a national daydream. Peter's expression shifted again, the professor giving way to the visionary. His voice lowered into something almost prophetic, tinged with a fierce protective pride. George, listen to me. Close your eyes, not to the noise, but to the possibility. Imagine it, October 9th. The grand lawn at Kororo. Thousands of faces turned upward, hope and fear mingling in their eyes. The new flag waiting for the breeze. And then, you music. Not a fanfare for generals, but a melody for farmers and teachers and nurses. Your melody, lifting their voices upward, giving their hope a sound. The image, painted with Peter's impassioned words, settled over George like a warm, heavy cloth. It was no longer an abstract notion, it was a scene. He could feel the collective breath of the crowd, see the sun on the flag. You think you're just a teacher in a small corner of Kampala, Peter continued, leaning in, but I see a man who shapes voices, who teaches not just tones, but dignity and discipline in every phrase. And what is an anthem? If not the greatest, most important choir piece a nation will ever sing, you wouldn't be abandoning your students. You'd be writing the ultimate lesson for all of them.